Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, March the 11th. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, it is now 2:22 p.m. while I'm doing this video, so angel number 222 could be very significant for some of you. You may resonate with angel number 222, so let's see what messages show up when it comes to extra tarot messages to see what you guys might need to know. I was shuffling this deck a little bit in the background while I was preparing to do this message. So hopefully me shuffling this deck a couple of times by myself will, switch up the energy. But let's see what shows up. So Spirit, what extra messages do you have for the collective for March 11th? What do they need to know for March 11th, please? Thank you. So 2 cards, okay, when it comes to the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, for some of you that resonate with this, right? When it comes to the Queen of Swords, this is somebody who's very honest, independent, principled, fair. Even when it comes to like constructive criticism, that could be very significant. But when it comes to you communicating with clarity and wisdom, this could be you, or this could be just the energy that you guys are embodying, or this could be someone around you who has this energy. You and someone else can have this energy, or this could just be the collective when it comes to clarity, receiving wisdom, okay? Even when it comes to like authority figures or authorities in general or leadership, that is very significant. Some of you guys could be working towards financial independence, okay? So when it comes to wisdom and clarity, there's something about you possessing a very sharp mind, and you have a very clear understanding about the world and how to make things, either make things work or how things don't work. Okay, there's something about an objective to certain decisions based on reason and logic, and that could be you right now, right? So if somebody's very pessimistic, or they're very bitter, okay, or even being spiteful for no reason, there's something about you seeing through that, right? Someone in your energy could feel like maybe you're unforgiving, but at the same time, there's something about you dealing with deceit, right? So if someone in your energy feels like you're unforgiving, it's almost like you're looking at that situation, and it's almost like you're mirroring back what they don't like about themselves, okay? So if this person is unforgiving to other people, it's almost like you came into this person's life to basically show them or teach them a lesson, in a sense, when it comes to your energy, okay? Now, some people could be unforgiving, I get that, but it also depends on the situation and what you go through. Not everybody is willing to forgive, okay, and forget. And there's some people who will forgive the person, but they will never forget what was done to them. So it's almost like basically, would you go back to somebody who keeps doing something to you that you don't like? Obviously not, right? So for some of you guys, when it comes to communicating clearly, okay, with clarity and wisdom, this could be you with the number 13. This is about transformations and rebirth, okay? Death and rebirth of patterns. So some of you guys could have let go of certain patterns when it comes to certain people, places, and things. Having a different perspective when it comes to your objectives, okay? Even when it comes to people who are very manipulative, okay, very malicious for no reason. It's almost like, confirmation with the horn. It's like people who use logic more than their own integrity or their own intuition is very significant. So some of you guys could be dealing with this energy when it comes to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, when it comes to communication, somebody in your energy could feel like you're unforgiving. And at the same time, it's almost like if you were in certain situations where certain people had to go through certain traumas or certain, adversities, things that were out of their control, and it almost feels like people that were in control could have handled certain things a lot better, and they didn't. So for some of you, even if you don't have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or say this is your Vedic or your Western, whatever, even if you don't have these placements, there's something about communication. Okay, so take what resonates with that, especially with the number 4. Communication could be very significant for some of you guys, right? But take what resonates with that. Okay, we also have the number 10. So Wheel of Fortune. There's something about opportunities when it comes to change. This could be you going towards your destiny. Okay, change when it comes to certain cycles. So certain cycles when it comes to unexpected events. This could be luck. Okay, certain cycles that you guys could be stepping into, these could be new cycles. So this is about making a decisive moment about you moving forward. Now, this cycle of change is bringing in a lot of transformation. You guys are, you know, entering a time period of growth. You guys are entering a time period of, you know, navigating when it comes to emotions, but also being open to new opportunities when it comes to you being able to use your emotions in what you do, whether this is in school, whether this is a job, new people, places, things. But King of Cups energy too when it comes to you being wise. Now, with the wheel turning in your favor, there's something about you being wise or making wise decisions. Now, number 14 talks about, you know, you guys doing foundation shifts or going through a foundation shift. But this foundation shift about you being wise is because you lead with emotional intelligence and compassion, right? So even if you are somebody who is logical, you are emotional as well. So some of you guys could be into counseling, coaching, you know, psychology, even when it comes to like healing professions, anything to do with healing work. So even when it comes to like being holistic, okay, this is about you know, holistic matters like wellness matters. So this could be spas, clinics, you know, medical fields, things like that. But instead of working like a regular 9 to 5, there's something about working maybe part-time at, like, for example, Healthy Planet, right? Somewhere that you can actually use your skills and talents and what you know, and also there's room for growth, right? So even when it comes to companies, maybe you guys could be wanting to be in situations where even if you have to work a job or even if you have to do your own thing as an entrepreneur, there's something about being holistic. So this is about herbs, plants, you know, using certain sounds like sound healing, instruments, gongs, those kind of things, right? But change is very significant too with the number 14. So there's something about change when it comes to your guys' energy. You guys could be going through certain changes, right? But this could be about new collaboration. So 3 of Cups when it comes to community, this is about new friendships, community, group events. There could be certain celebrations too that you guys maybe are wanting to celebrate. Confirmation with the horn, but you celebrating abundance and joy is very significant. This could be, you know, celebrating certain friend groups, or, you know, when it comes to teamwork and creativity, that could be very significant. Also, when it comes to like financial increases, that may resonate for you as well. Okay, so Mercury in Cancer could be very significant. Some of you may have your Mercury in Cancer. Some of you guys could be communicating with a Cancer, or there's something about nurturing type of communication, or like even when it comes to like mothering yourself, that could be also significant too, right? But this is also what you guys feel. So even when it comes to like you collaborating with other people, you guys could be surrounded by support at this time. Okay, even if it may not look like it, you guys could be surrounded by support. This could be friends, you know, family, your own soul family, your soul tribe, whatever you call it. But also when it comes to love and appreciation, this is about those who appreciate you, right? So take what resonates with that. If this is your energy too, there's something about maybe you were in situations where you were the 3 of Cups. Like no matter what environment you go into, you are the 3 of Cups. You always show up ready to celebrate other people, ready to, you know, be there for other people, ready to always support people, you know, emotionally, physically, whatever the case may be. And there could be something about your creativity that's very significant too, where, you know, you guys could be going through situations where you guys were very helpful. And, you know, some of you guys could be in this space where, you know, people who you were helpful with before, you're having more discernment with. And, you know, these newer energies or newer environments that you guys are in, you guys are moving forward with that instead. So instead of being like in this negative energy, or, you know, even if it's not you that's negative, being around people who are very negative or low vibrational, or they just don't want to see, you know, the positive aspects of life, And don't get me wrong, it's not like you guys are sitting there like, rainbows and lollipops. And no, like you guys can see that there is a dark side to certain things in life, and there's also a light. But there's also that feeling of needing balance or even balancing as well. So Three of Cups could be very significant. We have King of Pentacles, okay, and the King of Swords. So again, 14 and 14 is very significant. Even 41 and 41 or 1441 may resonate. But even with this energy, King of Pentacles, right? This is talking about, for some of you guys too, even when it comes to like short travel distance, the mind, body, thinking, or even when it comes to like business in general, you could be a business person, right? You could be someone who attracts a lot of abundance, even just by just breathing, right? Like even just you minding your business, you guys could be going to the grocery store or just walking about, and people could just be attracted to your energy, right? That's nothing you can control. That's just the way you were made, right? So even with the number 1414, there's something about mirrored numbers, and also, like I said, a change in a foundation, or you having more freedom in a foundation that you're building or you guys are creating or moving towards, okay? But a lot of fives is significant. 555, okay, could resonate for some of you. Okay, so yeah, there's something about King of Pentacles energy when it comes to leadership, wealth, okay? Also when it comes to you grounding yourself, communication too when it comes to justice. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this is about justice, right? You guys could be receiving justice too about a situation because you are making decisions with logic and reason. So this is about you being very disciplined. Now, this could be you stepping into authority, or there's something about you removing yourself from people, places, and things that feel like they have control of you, okay? There's something about separation as well. So like I said, when it comes to like other people's traumas or dealing with other people's traumas, their fears, okay, there's something about heartbreak and grief, but then there's something about releasing and letting go as well. So some of you guys could be releasing the pain and embracing healing. Like I said, this could be some people who are upset, okay, about your energy when it comes to you having high standards for yourself, okay? Even when it comes to heartbreak, separation, this could be sadness, grief. Either you went through this or somebody went through this, but whatever this energy is, you could have felt like you had three swords in your heart, right? When it comes to dealing with certain people, places, and things. And even with you, even if you knew that these people tried to stab you, in the heart, behind your back, whatever the case is, you knew, right? You knew. You're the Hierophant. You knew when it came to certain traditions, certain social groups, even when it comes to like education and knowledge, you knew. Okay, so religion, tradition, teaching, learning, okay, throat chakra energy with the number 5 is very significant. You guys knew something before something happened when it comes to change, and it comes down to your intuition. You having emotional intelligence is very significant as well. So you showing up with emotional intelligence is very significant. You're somebody who, you're very warm, okay? You don't allow people to take your kindness for weakness, so you're very intuitive. And even when it comes to healing and support, that could be very significant too. Regardless of all the trauma, whatever fears people projected onto you, or whatever energy this was with the 3 of Swords and you releasing, even if you knew what it was that was going on and you had an idea, you still allowed yourself to honor your spiritual path and your gifts, right? You honoring your spiritual path and gifts could be you becoming a counselor, okay, a healer, or there's something about creative pursuits when it comes to your energy, right? So take what resonates. Yeah, you guys are moving forward with the 3 of Wands. So there's something about stepping into confidence when it comes to looking ahead to your future. 9 of Cups as well. So 9 of Cups talks about wishes and wishes coming true. Some of you guys, this could be about being satisfied, okay, where you are right now at this time. Even if things look chaotic on the outside, internally you may feel very at peace, at one with yourself. Now, you may have your Jupiter in Pisces. That could be very significant. Some of you that resonate with this talks about abundance, right? This talks about abundance. This talks about, a lot of different things with expansion, having prosperity, that kind of energy, right? So for some of you that resonate with this is about happiness, being content, okay, wish fulfillment, water energy. This is what you guys could be attracting when it comes to abundance. And then we also have Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this is about you doing a lot of hard work, slow and steady, hard work, right? Maybe some of you guys, when it comes to you being focused right now, you may realize that you are not fit for fast-paced environments, because maybe for some of you this could be very draining or mentally daunting to you. Some of you guys, this could be something you realize, or some of you guys are working towards something new because you realize the pattern when it comes to certain corporations. Certain corporations talk about, you know, family and teaching people and things like that, but what I do notice from the energy too, whether this is from experience or just the collective's energy, there's something about, you know, say you do work at a job or say you work somewhere, and there's something about like people in authoritative roles not being able to train their staff, not being able to train people that come in, always using the staff members to train that one person. And if something goes wrong, it goes back onto that person that trained them. So there's something about not being trained properly, or being in corporations that are very unorganized, but you could be very particular and organized about certain things, and maybe you have high standards, and that could be the issue why, you know, maybe you don't attract what it is that you want as well, because of the fact that other people may not see you that you have high standards. So you know you have high standards, but people who are low vibrational, they may look at you like, you know, and be attracted to that. And you may think that person is, you know, someone who has high standards, and then they show up without, you know, having those standards. So again, there's something about Knight of Pentacles, you being very efficient, hardworking, committed, patient, okay? Even when it comes to like your energy too, you could be very conservative as well, right? So take what resonates with that. But this is talking about Virgo and Taurus energy, this that grounding energy, okay? Capricorn is significant too, but Capricorn also talks about devil energy, sometimes about releasing the chains and letting go. So even if you do have Capricorn placements, for some reason, Taurus and Virgo, when it comes to grounding, being persistent and detail oriented, is very significant, okay? But yeah, I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. And follow me on TikTok and YouTube. And also, you guys can follow my website, www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. All right, guys, I post the blogs on there, and you guys can book a reading. I'm actually getting ready to prepare blog posting for you guys as we get closer to the new moon that's coming up. So I will get ready for that for you guys, and also something new that I'm waiting for you to post so that I can give to you guys for Aries season. Okay, so there's a lot of typing that I'm gonna have to do when it comes to this energy, but yeah, I'm excited to see what new beginnings show up, and I'm excited for you guys. All right, guys, so yeah, take what resonates with you, and I will see you guys next time. All right, guys, love you guys so much. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye.